Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Bowhunt or Die. Here we are, June 1st. We're only a month away and the year's half over. And that only means one thing, closer to my favorite time of the year, deer season. Not these turkeys.
I thought you were talking about Christmas time. I thought that was your
Christmas
favorite time of the year.
No, not Christmas time.
Well, guys, we do have some great turkey hunts for you lined up here. I think the theme for the turkey hunts that we're about to see is like short, sweet, and to the point. You know, every once in a while you go out in the woods and you get in that blind and the turkeys fly down and it's over before you know it. And that's really the three turkey hunts we've got. That's kind of how they all go. So kind of a running theme.
Well, hold up here now. We always got some good things to talk about. We've got some new sponsors that we're going to talk about here in the weeks ahead, so stay tuned to that.
Sure.
If you're out on the road and you see any of our pro staffers or field staffers, they've all been equipped with these really cool sticker sheets, or decal sheets. So if you see any of our guys on the road, stop and say hi, and they'll definitely pass one of these along to you.
If you see Todd, you can run him off the road and then just take the sticker sheets.
And run me off the road. I mean, I don't know where this episode's ultimately leading, but it's Justin's got a little bit of anger in him today. I'm sensing and feeling.
I'm good. It's all good. It's all good, right, guys? We're going to watch some great turkey hunts, so let's stop talking now and watch those hunts.
All right, guys, good morning. It's a little after 12:30 on April 29th, and I'm just getting up to the property here, getting ready for tomorrow. Trying to get an early start on turkey season here. Troy was out last 2 weekends ago and didn't have quite the luck he was looking for, so he's coming up tomorrow afternoon, and I want to get a jump start, try and get a turkey down hopefully before he gets up, and he can redeem himself and get a turkey down as well. Kind of been a quiet off season for me. We just had our second son about 2 weeks ago, and just with mama being pregnant and the little 2-year-old running around, didn't get out quite as much as I'd like to do some shed hunting, but we did get out once. Just as a matter of fact, spent about the last half hour downloading the footage from the shed hunt with Jack, his first trip out, our 2-year-old. So we got all the gear ready to go. We're going to charge up the cameras. Should have multiple angles for tomorrow, and hopefully we get lucky. So we got, I don't know, maybe 3 hours to get some sleep. So we're gonna pack it up here, get everything charged, and we'll see you in a little bit. Bowhunt or Die.
Good morning. It is a little after 6 o'clock here on April 29th, and it's been about 3.5 hours since we last spoke. We got a little bit of a nap last night, and we are out in the blind ready to go. Originally the plan was to self-film, but graciously Don here said he'd jump in the blind for a while and film me. So he's behind the camera. If God is gracious enough, maybe we'll double up, one with a bow and one with a shotgun, we'll see. So we got some gobbling going on. It's awfully quiet and they seem to be farther off in the distance, but we're up here on Turkey Hill. Troy and his dad, Don, were out here last weekend and they had some decent luck as far as seeing birds go, so we decided to sit up here. We got the Jake and breeding hen out there in front of us, hoping that those are going to bring the toms in. A couple different camera angles, got the Tacticam and the reverse angle going, so we're going to settle in here. Hopefully that gobbling gets closer and we can get lucky, so stick with us. Bowhunt or Die.
right, guys, here he is. Decent bird. I'd say maybe 9-inch beard, you know, inch spurs. Not a monster, but you know, I'm not out here trophy hunting for turkeys. I just do it for the meat and the experience, and it was quite the experience, I'll tell you. I mean, this morning we really didn't hear any gobbles. The hunt itself was really boring. I think all we saw really was a cardinal. Nothing to film. Don slept for a good 30 minutes, 45 minutes there, and woke up and the birds were next to us. So not much of a story to the hunt, but still had a great time. We had the Tacticam running. Don did a great job on the main camera there, and we got some great footage. So it looks like I definitely hit the bird higher than I expected. I'm using that Kill Zone Max with the 2.5-inch cutting diameter, and I think that really saved me in this case. I mean, I sliced that bird's spine in half, and it didn't go anywhere. You can see by its fan and cut off some wing there. I mean, it was a mess. So I couldn't be more excited and happy with the way that broadhead performed in my shortcomings. But we're gonna pack it up here, get this bird tagged and cleaned up, and then get on out and hopefully we can get Don a bird here. And then the rest of the weekend I'll be filming Troy. So until then, bow hunt or die.
It's May 5th, the morning of my season opened yesterday for Wisconsin Spring Turkey. I didn't get a chance to get out. I was tied up with work. So this is gonna be my first morning out. My daughter and I set up the blind last night. I'm hoping to get in there early. It's about 4:45 now, so birds are chirping. Hopefully the turkeys will be gobbling soon. Head on out and see what happens. Hoping for a repeat of last time I was out turkey hunting. Bow hunt or die. Good morning, I'm all set up. It's the first time turkey hunting in quite a while where I haven't heard some gobbling off the roost, so it's quiet this morning. It usually isn't a good sign, but at least I'm out here doing this. So sun's about to come up. It's 5:30, so it could be an exciting morning in the turkey woods. Who knows? Bow hunt or die. Did it again. That happened so fast. Those birds came in, they were so quiet. I didn't hear one gobble this morning. I still got the jakes out here with a hen looking at their dead buddy, but you know, I wanted to hold out for a big tom, but my weekend and my next couple of days here are pretty tight for time, so I had it made up that I was going to shoot a jake or anything I got a whack at. So I don't regret shooting that bird. That was a ton of fun. Man, beautiful morning. Sun's just coming up. I've only been out here half hour. Thankful for the opportunity to be out here. Bow hunt or die. So this is the same spot that I killed that tom last year, maybe 5 yards away from where I had my blind last year. Jay came in this morning, no gobbles at all. It was quiet. I had my doubts. They came right into the decoys. This guy was the lead bird. He's a young bird, but like I said, I don't have a ton of time to hunt this year, and anytime you can take a turkey with archery equipment, do it. It's fun. Let's go take a look at this dude. So my 2016 turkey season has come to a close. Put this Jake down this morning. I couldn't have scripted this season any better. Back in April, I took my daughter out for the first time. She was on the gun. She put down a great tom. That same afternoon, I took my nephew out. He's also 10 years old, and in the youth hunt for Wisconsin, he put down a nice tom. And then this morning, I went out for the first time, and in less than a half hour, I shot this Jake. Just a fun time. Truly blessed this year to be able to put down 3 birds on 3 outings. It was super fun. Doing it with archery tackle with this new Halon, I can't stop smiling when I shoot this thing. This bow is by far the best bow I've ever shot. It's accurate, it's fast. I just got it last week. I already got it set up, paper tuned. Took it to my local Matthews retailer. They set it up for me, and I couldn't be happier with this bow. It's nice. Like I said, I can't stop smiling when I shoot it. So season 7's off to a pretty cool start. We're really eager to see what the summer is going to bring us in regards to some of our food plot setups and some of the new farms I'm going to be hunting this year for deer season come fall. So we'll see you this summer. I'll check in a little bit later. Sunday is Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there. Bow hunt or die.
Good morning, guys. It is May 1st here in northern Illinois. I'm sick as a dog. We got up at 2 o'clock this morning to get ready to drive all the way out here. Picked up Mike. We still have another hour and a half. We just got here, got set up in the blind. I don't feel good at all. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. But we're here. We got turkeys close. They're gobbling. It's kind of misty rain. It's been raining pretty good the last 2 or 3 days. But we definitely got turkeys close. They're roosted within 150 yards of us. Right down the ridge, so there he is right there. So with any luck, we can get this over with quick.
Well, guys, here he is. The fruits of our labor paid off this morning. Mike and I got up at 2 o'clock in the morning, drove out here northwest Illinois in the rain, got the blind set up. We had some gobbling on the roost this morning. Mike did a little call and they were firing off to the west and to the east of us. We got in here, we got nestled in and got set up. The rain started to dissipate and the birds actually kind of went quiet for a while. The wind picked up. And I don't know, about an hour went by and Mike did 2 little calling sequences and we didn't hear anything. It just went silent. and we just assumed the birds had moved off. So it was literally not even a minute after Mike called, the entire back of the blind just vibrated, rumbled. We had strutters gobbling literally right behind the blind. As you'll see in the video, they came right down the road and right into the decoys. We were able to get it done inside of 20 yards. I don't even know how many, there were 3 or 4 birds. I'm sick to my stomach. I've got a stomach flu or something. I was telling Mike we got to get out of here. I was just sitting in the blind, my head's pounding. I could feel my heart beating in my head and just ready to throw up. I told him I don't know how much longer I could sit here. And God must have heard me, because he made it happen for us quick this morning. We had a hell of a turkey season here in northern Illinois. We have hunted our butts off. Mike's been out here 4 or 5 times. He's dedicated multiple trips to come out here and film for me. The guy's not even hunting, he's out here running the camera. So super thanks to Mike for sticking with me through the seasons here and doing this as a team and getting it done. But sometimes that's what it takes to get it done, and this morning it sure worked out for us. But bow hunt or die, guys. Best of luck to all you out there still chasing turkeys.
Justin, watching Tim Ainsworth jump out of that blind and remind me of watching turkey hunts in the old days. I didn't know people still ran out there, and I don't know what he was doing to that bird.
I think we mentioned this last year too. It's something with Tim and Troy. They're the guys that jump out of the blind and go chasing after the turkey, even though it's laying dead right in front of him, 15 yards. He still wants to run out there and jump on top of it. So I guess good for Tim. And
I guess it adds the overall excitement. I just would not recommend doing that with any deer.
No, probably not a bad idea with a deer. And then we go into Chad's hunt, which I thought was a great, quick, short, and sweet, to the point. I think the thing we could take away from Chad's hunt, I think he said he didn't really hear any gobbling that morning, and sometimes that's just how it goes, especially with those younger birds. Those younger birds, they've been beat up by the older ones. They've been chased around. They're not really going to gobble quite so much. So you could be like me and mistake one for a bearded hen because it's not gobbling. A great hunt from Chad.
Well, yeah, and I mean, just adding to that, I know for years I keep saying I'm going to turkey hunt on my property, and I just haven't got out there to do that. But it's funny because I do run a lot of trail cameras, and it's just, some properties, I just think the birds, they have their roosting spots, and then once they come down off the roost, they start breaking up and go to different areas. Cause, I know for my property, it's like 11 to 1 o'clock is like the window where I get the pictures of my turkeys. Otherwise, there's just not like early in the morning. They're not there.
Yeah, and I would say, to your point, trail cameras, I know they played a huge role, in my hunt this year and Tommy's hunt and some of Clinton's success, some of these other guys, being able to run cameras and figure out where the birds are at, what fields they're using, and kind of what times they're in there.
Well, remember, that's in more of a time-lapse mode. Don't rely on the motion sensor from that perspective. You want to see as much as you can and just be having that camera be taking photos at certain time duration.
Yeah, but I guess they're just like deer in that regard, is that, certain times of the day, the deer or the turkeys or whatever animal you're hunting are going to be in certain locations, and certain spots are going to be better than others. Chad obviously has one of those spots where first thing in the morning, it's a good spot. And then the last hunt we had was Richie, and he had Mike behind the camera with him. And like we were discussing off film, the one thing we don't see from those guys is all the hunts that they went on prior to that hunt. Both those guys hunted hard, trying to get a bird, and here they are, they finally have a day to go out, and Richie's sick, and Mike makes him basically go hunt anyways, even though he probably doesn't want to be there, and it ends up paying off with a great hunt. They had those birds, they came literally right next to the blind, which I thought was cool, and then they had some great second angle footage with the stealth cams. All in all, it turned out to be a great hunt. I'm sure Richie's glad that he went out that morning, even though he was sick.
I don't think Mike got sick either, so that's good. They must have been sitting far enough away from each other, so that's always a good thing. So
I guess that is a good thing. So, guys, speaking of Richie and Mike, after their turkey hunting season was over, they actually went out and did some bow fishing. Richie just bought himself a new boat. They got a bunch of gear from Fin Finder, who's one of our new partners, and they went out to put the gear to work. So let's see how they did.
All right, guys, so here's what we've done. Richie launched his boat, and this is our maiden voyage with his brand new setup here. And we came down the river system here, and we went into this backwater where Tim, Troy, Jarrett, and I came in here with my pontoon last year during the spawn and shot a few good fish. So we came in to push this area, and there's a ton of fish moving around, and we push them in through these bays. So what Richie decided we're going to do is we just tied off to a log back here. Now we're just going to sit here until the sun starts to get down a little bit lower where we could see better and the wind cuts, and wait them out. And then we're going to start whacking some fish and seeing how good we can do with our new setups from Fin Finder here. I've got their all new Kraken point on this arrow right here that I'm shooting today. And I'm going to use this for a little bit, but then I'm going to switch to one that has a lighted knock on there that's new for this year also. So, I don't know, Richie, what do you think?
Well, I'm shooting the Sand Shark. This is their recurve lineup. Since I'm left-handed, this is the only available bow currently for a lefty. So I'm excited to put this to the test tonight and see how it does. 35-pound draw, so it's super easy to draw and shoot. So hopefully,
I'm ready.
We're going to get them dirty tonight.
And get them dirty.
Fill the boat with fish and show you guys how we get it done here in Northern Illinois. Alright guys, here we are. We ended up with 21 fish tonight in a couple hours. 21. For the first time out in the boat. Everybody shot pretty good. Jared even got in on the action for a little while. And I'm ready to go do it again.
So am I. So am I. I think one of the coolest things that we got to see tonight was this aquanock in action. I shot one of these fish and it was swimming through the reeds with the knock just lit up. It was amazing. I mean, it's just a really cool thing to see these knocks lit up at night when you're shooting these fish. So I'd say let's clean up, pack up, and hit the road and head home.
That's gonna do it for tonight. Till we ride again.
Bow hunter die, guys.
Bow hunter die.
It looks like Richie and Mike had a blast out there in the boat. First time out. You know, I think the thing for me that I enjoy the most about bow fishing is the fact that you get to shoot a lot. You know, and we all like shooting our bows. That's one of the most enjoyable things for us, you know, as archers and bow hunters. But let's face it, you know, in a typical deer hunting season, how many times do you get to draw your bow back and actually shoot an animal?
Right.
On a good season, you know, 2 or 3 times maybe. On a bad season, you may never draw your bow back and release a single arrow on a bad deer hunting season, but a good night of bow fishing, you can go shoot 20, 50, 100 times in a night and shoot at those fish, and I think that's one of the most attractive things about it, at least for me anyways, just the amount of shooting you get to do.
I second that, Justin. I mean, the reality is, I mean, when you're watching the footage, and of course we only have so much time to be able to show you so much footage, but when you see how many arrows that they're shooting and they're flying and bringing the fish in, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and tell you I've done a ton of bow fishing because I haven't, but I mean, I will say that most of the people I talk to, they love it. I mean, they just absolutely think it's the greatest thing.
Yeah,
ever.
I mean, it's a huge growing, you know, part of the sport of bow hunting is bow fishing, you know, and it's something you can do, you know, for a very extended amount of time. It's good to fill in some time during the off season. It's warm outside. You don't have to worry about being quiet. You don't have to worry about your scent. You could shoot a bunch of fish. I mean, it really is a good time. So if you guys are looking for some good bow fishing gear, I know a lot of people are always like, they don't know where to start. You know, what do I buy? What do I need? You know, as you saw in the video, those guys were using gear from FinFinder, who I said earlier is one of our new partners. They make a variety of bow fishing equipment, from bows to arrows to rests to reels and everything you need to get started with bow fishing, whether you're a novice or whether you've been doing it for a long time. So definitely give them a look. They make some great gear specific for bow fishing. I think the days of just using an old hand-me-down, you know, junk bow that you had laying around to bow fish are kind of coming to an end, and now you're seeing these purpose-built bows like the Poseidon that's built specifically for bow fishing, which can make you a little bit more accurate and more successful while you're out there.
Yeah, they've definitely taken it to a whole new level, and I mean, and you know what's neat about bow fishing, you know, a lot of times you're sitting back in your chair going, oh man, I need a boat. I mean, you don't need a boat. I mean, there's plenty of guys
I shoot
throw the hip waders on,
you
know,
the shore.
walking, exactly, from the shore, hip waders. You're seeing a lot more of these little kayaks. I mean, some of those little kayaks are unbelievably stable. I mean, some of my friends are buying those for fishing nowadays, and I mean, you could totally, you know, shoot a bow from one of those too. I mean, you know, so you don't need to have ridiculous setups to be able to get out there and enjoy that sport.
No doubt.
So.
Yeah, I shoot a lot of carp just from the shore, just walking along some creeks and little ponds and stuff like that. So definitely give it a chance if you guys get some time this summer. Before we do the trophy photos, we want to do our turkey trivia for the week.
Trivia. Let's
so
go,
Todd,
Justin.
what's our turkey trivia this week?
Turkey trivia is, what do you call a baby turkey? What do you call a baby turkey?
So we're going to give you 4 options. Is it a chick, a poult, a squab, or a peep? It's one of those 4. So we will let you know right after these trophy photos.
Brooke Martin.
Dalton Jeffers.
Dawson Bennett.
Jesse Meerhoff.
Larry DeWeese. Hey guys, those are some great trophies. I know that as the season continues to progress, we're going to be getting a lot more of those coming in. So if you want to see yourself right here on an episode of Bowhunt or Die, make sure you submit your photos. Now, with that being said, Justin, we got that turkey trivia that I know people are just at the edge of their chair trying to wait to hear that.
I'm sure that they are. So a baby turkey, we gave you 4 choices: chick, poult, squab, or peep. What is the correct answer?
I knew you were going to look at me and say that. It is a poult.
It is.
I did not know that, though. I will say, until
See, it's a good thing we're doing our turkey trivia.
I did not know that.
So everybody knows what a baby turkey is called. So again, guys, congratulations to everybody who sent in their trophy photos. Keep those coming. That's all the action we've got for this episode. Todd, anything you want to leave the folks with?
It's kind of interesting that each episode we keep talking about babies. I mean, last week we were talking about your future baby. We were talking about babies again.
Well, yeah. We got 3.
In the air, man.
Why is it always got to be me? We got mine is coming on October 30th.
Is that twins or?
No, it's just one. Dustin's got one coming, I believe, on the 28th.
Whoa.
On the 28th.
Our team members aren't going to have any more time to hunt. Now is the time to start submitting application,
and
guys.
Troy's got his first on the way, due on the 14th of October. So our team did a very poor job of planning our baby birth for October, myself included.
And the trivia for next week will be, what is Justin's due date of his baby? So
we just said it.
That. No, did you say June 30th? I mean, October 30th?
Yeah.
Oh,
Were you not listening?
October.
You got wax
the
in
day
those
before
ears?
the Halloween. I mean, what in the heck are you thinking?
I'll have my buck on the ground before then. Don't worry
Whoa.
about it. Don't worry about it, Graf.
That is, you heard it right here on Bowhunt or Die, guys. With that being said, that's all for this episode. Until next time, get your bows out, let some arrows fly, and that's all I got.
Food plots.
Ooh.
Food plots, stand preparation. Put in the hard work now. It will pay off come fall. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks right here on Bowhunt or Die.
For more exciting action, be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and receive live updates from our team members, as well as the latest happenings in the bow hunting and archery world. Be sure to share your photos, stories, and experiences as well. And don't forget to pick up your official bowhunting.com and Bowhunt or Die gear by visiting bowhunting.com/gear. We have a full selection of hats, shirts, decals, wristbands, and much more.
Find a shed. Come on. Hit the phone. Hit the phone, buddy.
Oh my gosh!
That's so dirty.
That's mean.
Oh, that's so dirty.
I was so happy for a second.
My daughter shoots her first turd. Yeah, she shot her first turd. It's cool. It was fun. Smelled a little. Really?